Millionaire Starts From Scratch is a series in which I started from $0 and have been doing different forms of finessing to make enough money to purchase a rental property, which is a pretty big wealth building milestone. We've done a whole lot in the previous 4 episodes. Moving jobs, gutter services, garage sales, flipping a car, some door-to-door sales, all kinds of different things to accumulate $8,120. I did have to take quite the pause after the last episode because I injured my foot. I had to have a surgery and this was actually the exact bolt that was in my foot. And then once I got better, I was preoccupied with some other projects. But point is, we are back. Now again, at this point, we have about 8 grand. Truthfully, if this was real life, I'd probably start drop shipping or something online day 1, but I think it'd be fun to continue doing these IRL type side hustles. Well, at least for now. So 8 grand, no drop shipping, no running crypto scams. What can we do? Couch flipping. It sounds like such a niche thing, but I keep on hearing about it on YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. You buy a used couch, clean it up a little, and then just list it for more. One of my favorite channels on YouTube, Mission Side Hustle, partakes in this, so I hit him up to see exactly what I should look for in a couch.
Number 1, I look for the brand. Number 2, I want to find out what kind of condition it's in. And number 3, I want to make sure it has mass appeal. If you can find those 3 things, you're in great shape and you got a good flip on your hands.
So my plan became to try to find couches that fit this criteria as soon as they're listed, which meant I was checking in on these listing platforms very frequently throughout the next few days. And eventually, I found this bad boy listed for $200, got in contact with the owner, rented a U-Haul truck, and we were ready to meet up. It's an Ashley brand couch. I looked up that brand and their website, and some of the couches looking similar to the one we're going to be looking at are listed at like $1,100 brand new. After arriving to the location, the couch looked like it was in brand new condition, so I was pretty set on buying it. Did some shrewd negotiation, got it down to $150. These are a steal. I then unloaded the couch, took some nicely staged pictures, and listed it for a higher price while also offering free delivery, which a lot of couch flipping moguls recommended I do on YouTube. Now, while that was selling, I continued looking for more deals and stumbled upon another brand name couch opportunity. Okay, so this next couch is listed at $80. The listing also says that it's 8 years old, which is pretty off-putting. However, at $80 for a sectional, even if it's a little rough around the edges, if there's a couple stains, I think there's still room for a profit there. Got it for $80, loaded up, hit it with a lint roller, some staged pics, and threw in mid-century modern in the title. Okay, so both couches are now listed, and while we wait to see if they actually have a chance of selling, I want to get into a different hustle. Pressure washing. People make videos of them washing fences, driveways, walkways, pretty much anything you can think of, and they're claiming to make crazy money with this. And honestly, money aside, I would kind of want to even try this for fun. I've spent time randomly watching TikToks of people going crazy on some driveways, and it's always so satisfying.
So like a 2-car garage, you're probably looking at like $350.
$350 for a 2-car driveway. I most definitely want it. So we can rent the pressure washer, but where do we find actual customers right now? Well, the simplest and what I'm assuming is going to be the quickest turnaround method that I've seen online is printing out some flyers and going door to door, putting them up. Not sure how to break it to you, but your driveway could use a shower. Now, is it ethical that I used random before and afters I found online to advertise my service? Well, technically. Anyways, I'm going to send these over to get printed. With my flyers complete, I went out on 2 separate days and put these throughout a few different neighborhoods. I also only put up flyers on houses with dirty driveways, so my marketing was incredibly targeted. All that was left to do was wait for a call or text. It's looking rough. It's been a solid day and a half since I put up my last flyer, and I haven't heard anything. And I feel like when someone sees this flyer, they'll either call fairly quickly or they'll just toss it in the trash right away. So chances are most of the flyers are in the trash. So I don't think it makes sense to just wait. So new plan, I'm going to put up some Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace listings advertising my pressure washing services. Okay, so here's what I'm putting up. It's going to cost $5 to get this listed on Craigslist, and now the real waiting game begins. After the initial post, I kept putting up new posts and updating them so that my listing would show up first when people search up pressure washing, and kinda to my surprise, after a couple days, we have our first power washing job. It's currently 7 a.m. I'm about to drive out and pick up a pressure washer. I don't want to buy one just yet. I want to try this out, so I'm just going to rent. You can just rent at Home Depot, but I'm going to borrow friends and then deduct the Home Depot rental cost from our budget. But this job is kind of crazy. I had a real estate investor reach out from our Craigslist ad, and they need some work done on the property. And I'll be washing not only the driveway and the sidewalk, but also the siding of the house, which honestly, I definitely was not ready for. He also said there's going to be other people working and remodeling other parts of the house while I'm there. So first job, we're going to be doing more than just the driveway. There's going to be a whole audience there, and I've never actually used a pressure washer, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't flood their whole driveway and front yard. I got a quick rundown of how the machine works. We got it loaded up, and now is off to my first day on the job. I pulled up bright and early, unloaded the absolute unit, hooked everything up, and I then realized I forgot to turn on the water, but it still didn't start, which is when I realized I didn't turn on the off and on switch. After this hiccup, I started with the siding of the house, had a little run-in with this wasp nest.
They're gonna run around there, trying to find where it's at for a minute. Exactly where I'm pressure washing, bro.
With the siding, I just had to be careful to use the right pressure tip to not ruin it, but it went pretty smooth.
Yo, you're messing up my brick. Oh, I didn't know you were chill like that. That guy was so chill.
I then moved on to the driveway. This part was actually very satisfying, and soon enough...
Job finished?
Yes.
I almost can't believe I just got paid for this. Pressure washing is honestly kind of a good time. Like, I'd almost do it as a hobby. It is tiring and really hot out, but other than that, it's kind of satisfying. But I'm not doing this for free. I charged $200 for the siding and another $250 for the driveway. The guy only had hundreds and I didn't have change for him, so I got $500 for this single project. If you see me disappear from YouTube and not upload for a while, I'm probably pressure washing. But we're not done yet. I have a scheme. So I just made a bunch of noise with this pressure washer. My presence is definitely known in this neighborhood, so I'm gonna go around to a couple of doors nearby, knock on them, and see if I can sell them on my services. I'm not too hopeful on this strategy because it's kind of a big ask. I'm asking for like over $100 on the spot, but if anything, it'll be a good character building experience.
I'm actually mad nervous for this, bro. I gotta hit it with a Wim Hof method real quick.
He's rising up for surely. Millionaire sale.
Hi, can I help you?
Hey, good afternoon. I'm sure you must have heard me. I just got finished pressure washing your neighbor's house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I was wondering if you'd be interested in a similar service at a steep discount since we're already out here.
Boy, if you don't get... After some back and forth, she was not rocking with my driveway pricing, but her walkway was pretty bad, so we did agree on doing just that for $50.
Let's just do the walkway for today because she's
The walkway
older.
for 50?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's kind of on a...
So I brought over the machine and went absolutely ham on that walkway.
So I just finished up on this walkway. I would knock on some more doors, but I'm pretty much out of gas completely. And it's like 100 degrees out, so I'm gonna call it a day for today, but definitely not calling it a day on this hustle.
At this point, I thought I made it. I had my ticket out of the trenches in hand. However, things got pretty dry. I just couldn't really get any more clients. Days went by. I kept reposting my ad, starting to feel hopeless, but eventually...
We got another job. And this one is actually also pretty big. I'm doing both the front yard and the backyard, so it's a whole lot of concrete. And again, I'm gonna use the same strategy where after I'm done with this one, I'm gonna go to their neighbors, door knock, and absolutely solicit, harass, beg them for another job. Let's go ahead, deduct the pressure washer rental fee, fill it up with some gas, and we'll get started.
Bro, I really just got declined. Think I can use your card?
Like,
Now that I had some previous experience, things went a lot quicker.
First try.
I got the driveway done, the walkway to the house, and finished off in the backyard.
I don't want to seem soft, but that was pretty tiring.
Talking about, oh man, you're tired. Stay hard.
The whole appeal, satisfying, enjoyable part of pressure washing is definitely wearing off pretty quickly, but it is good money. I charged $200 for their front driveway and then an extra $50 for a concrete slab that they had in their backyard. I'm definitely not getting consistent leads here, but if you do this legitimately, if you register your business and start doing Google ads, if you can get just one of these jobs per day, that's a pretty solid full-time income. But anyways, I'm gonna stick to the plan. Time for some door knocking. But this time I came prepared. I had a few flyers left over, so I'm gonna knock with flyer in hand so they can see the before and afters, and hopefully that helps further convince potential clients.
Hi.
Hey, I just got finished pressure washing your neighbor's home, and I was wondering if you're interested in that service for like a fraction of the price since we're already out here.
No,
No,
I'm
it's
not. Yes?
Hey, good afternoon. I just got finished pressure washing your neighbor's home, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in
No,
a
not at this time. Maybe in the fall.
in the fall? Okay, well, got it. Thank you for your time.
Thank
You have a good one.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that actually makes a lot of sense. I feel like this is popping come fall time. All the leaves are on the ground. They're all messing up the driveways.
Just trying to go home, man.
With pressure washing, if you can get a steady flow of customers, it's a great not even just side hustle, but full-on potential business that you can get into. The money's definitely there, but the biggest downside in my experience, again, was not being able to find that many customers, at least in the beginning, but I'm sure it's pretty similar with similar types of hustles like yard work or junk removal. Now, as far as the couches, before we get into what ended up happening, I'm just gonna preface this with the fact that I personally am not the biggest fan of this hustle. Flipping items you're interested in is much more fun. Like if I buy a bike at a good deal, I can spin the block on it real quick, I'm hyped, it's a good time. A couch, not so much. But the bigger issue is storing the couches. They're huge, they take up a ton of space, as well as transporting them in and out of the truck, walking through hallways, through doorways, scrolling through listings, replying to messages. It's a whole lot of effort. Now, I just rented a longer term U-Haul truck to both store the couches in and use it for transportation for the purposes of this video. But to be realistic, I'm just gonna count $30 per day that I actually drove the truck, since you're probably either storing these couches in your garage or like a $200 per month storage unit. And there's also a per mile cost for the truck, so let's say I drove a total of 100 miles tops. But now, what actually happened with the couches? So the $150 Ashley couch ended up getting sold and delivered for...
Yo, how much for the couch? 400. How much for the tip?
Full 20?
Before U-Haul costs, that's $270 profit.
Not bad at all. Hard work. Dedication.
And the second Scandinavian design $80 couch
Didn't get tipped for the delivery, but honestly, I don't even care because we just came up on $300.
So about $220 profit on that one. I think this is a hustle that makes a lot more sense if you have a truck or van you can use to actually transport the couches, and also if you only go for deals where you can make a crazy profit on. But I don't know, I'm just not that excited on it. However, I do think the pressure washing was a great success. I think it's a great hustle to get into. Let me know what I should get into next. Hope you enjoyed this video and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.